Toilet paper feels like the safest thing in your home. Soft, clean, disposable. What damage could it possibly cause? More than you think. The average UK household uses over 100 rolls per year. Today we're uncovering 8 toilet paper brands lining British shelves and 2 that truly stand apart. 8. Andrex. Andrex is one of the most recognised toilet paper brands in the UK. It has been in British homes for decades. The branding feels safe. The softness feels premium. But comfort hides a deeper cost. Most Andrex products are made from virgin wood pulp. That means trees are cut down specifically to be flushed away. Not recycled, not reused, used once and gone. The tissue industry depends heavily on forest harvesting, and virgin pulp production carries a significantly higher carbon footprint than recycled alternatives. It takes water, a lot of it, and energy most people never see. That bright white softness? It is chemically processed. For some people, chemical residues can irritate sensitive skin. Even when legally regulated, bleaching and chemical treatments increase environmental strain and wastewater output. That pristine white finish is not natural, it is manufactured. Soft, quilted layers also encourage overuse. When rolls feel plush and thick, people use more sheets per visit. More sheets mean faster consumption. Faster consumption means more trees cut, more packaging waste, and more transportation emissions. Wrapped in plastic, ripped open, thrown away. If not recycled properly, that plastic enters landfill or breaks down into microplastics. Andrex markets trust. It markets family comfort. But behind the softness sits a high-resource, high-waste production cycle designed for constant replacement. Premium feel delivered. Long-term environmental pressure quietly accepted. But softness is nothing compared to what the next brand compromises. 7. Cushelle. Cushelle is everywhere in UK supermarkets. The koala mascot feels friendly. The packaging promises softness and value. It presents itself as a balanced choice between comfort and price. But that balance hides familiar problems. Most Cushelle toilet rolls are produced using virgin wood pulp. That means fresh trees are harvested instead of using recycled fibre. Virgin pulp requires more water, more land and more energy than recycled alternatives. Cut down, pressed, bleached, shipped, flushed in seconds. The pulp must be processed, pressed and bleached. That bright white colour is achieved through chemical treatment. Even under UK and EU regulations, bleaching increases industrial energy use and wastewater discharge. The cleaner the sheet looks, the heavier the processing behind it. Cushelle markets softness heavily. Soft texture often means thicker plies and higher sheet density. That comfort encourages people to use more per visit. The softer it feels, the more you use. The more you use, the faster it disappears. More flushing means more strain on sewer systems and higher overall resource. Consumption. Multi-pack plastic wrapping is common. If households do not recycle correctly, that plastic becomes landfill waste. Over time, cumulative packaging waste adds up significantly across millions of UK homes. Cushelle feels safe because it feels gentle, but environmentally it follows the same high-impact virgin fibre model as many mainstream brands. Soft marketing delivered, forest pressure and chemical processing quietly sustained. Yet environmental cost alone is not the only issue. The next brand pushes hidden compromises even further. 6. Tesco own brand toilet rolls, various Tesco ranges. Tesco's own brand toilet rolls dominate British shelves. From everyday value to premium quilted ranges, they are positioned as affordable, convenient and reliable. Millions of UK households buy them weekly without question. But scale does not mean sustainability. Tesco own-label toilet paper is manufactured using virgin wood pulp or mixed fibre with limited recycled content. Forests cleared for a product you use once, heavy water use, and high energy input. Every roll represents forestry extraction designed for single use and immediate disposal. The life cycle is short. The environmental footprint is not. The whitening process involves bleaching treatments to meet consumer expectations of brightness and cleanliness. Even within UK regulatory limits, bleaching increases chemical load and wastewater output during production. Some ranges include added fragrances, extra processing, extra exposure. The cleaner the sheet looks, the more industrial processing it is likely required. Budget ranges often prioritize cost efficiency over environmental transparency. Packaging rarely details exact fiber sourcing or percentage of recycled material in clear, prominent terms. Consumers assume supermarket oversight guarantees sustainability. It does not guarantee low impact. Lower-tier rolls can also be thinner, leading to higher sheet usage per visit. More sheets per use mean faster depletion, more frequent purchases, and increased packaging waste over time. Bulk multi-packs are commonly wrapped in plastic film, adding to household waste streams if not properly recycled. Tesco's premium ranges market softness and thickness. Thicker ply encourages overuse. Overuse increases overall resource consumption. Whether budget or premium, the underlying fiber source often remains the same high-impact model. Convenience delivered, transparency limited, long-term environmental cost absorbed quietly by everyday shoppers. However, what appears mid-range compromise becomes far more problematic with the next brand's manufacturing choices. 5. Sainsbury's own brand toilet paper. Sainsbury's own brand toilet paper sits comfortably in the middle of the market. It is neither the cheapest nor the most premium. The packaging feels clean, the branding feels responsible. But moderate pricing does not mean moderate impact. Most Sainsbury's own label rolls are produced using virgin wood pulp or mixed fibre blends with limited recycled content. Virgin pulp requires fresh tree harvesting. Trees are cut specifically for tissue production. That means forests are reduced for a product designed to be flushed within seconds. Cut down, processed, shipped, flushed in seconds. Manufacturing toilet paper involves pulping, pressing, drying, and bleaching. Bright white sheets are not natural, they are chemically processed. Even when chlorine-free bleaching methods are used, the energy demand remains high, and trace chemical residues matter when exposure is daily. Large volumes of water are consumed during pulp treatment. Wastewater must be treated before release. The industrial footprint is significant. Softness and quilted patterns are heavily marketed in Sainsbury's premium tiers. Thicker sheets often result in higher usage per visit. Increased usage multiplies annual household consumption. More consumption means more pulp extraction, more packaging, and more transportation emissions. Plastic multi-pack wrapping is common across the range. If not recycled properly, this plastic enters landfill streams. Over millions of households, that packaging adds measurable waste volume every year. Fiber sourcing details are rarely highlighted clearly on the front of packaging. Shoppers assume supermarket accountability equals sustainability verification. It does not automatically guarantee lower environmental cost. Sainsbury's presents itself as balanced and dependable, but behind that balanced image sits the same resource-intensive production cycle used by most mainstream brands. Comfort positioned, environmental strain normalized, forest demand is quietly maintained. Yet the next brand takes resource intensity and chemical processing even further. 4. Morrison's own brand toilet paper. Morrison's own brand toilet paper is marketed as practical, affordable, and dependable. It fills shelves across the UK in large multi-packs designed for weekly family shopping. The pricing feels sensible. The branding feels straightforward. Cheap at checkout, expensive for the environment. Most Morrison's own label toilet rolls rely heavily on virgin wood pulp. That means trees are harvested specifically for tissue production. Virgin pulp extraction requires significant water, energy, and land resources. The environmental burden begins at forest level and continues through transport, pulping, and packaging. Pulp processing involves mechanical and chemical treatments to achieve softness and whiteness. That bright white appearance requires bleaching stages. Even when regulated, bleaching increases industrial wastewater and energy demand. The cleaner the sheet appears, the more processing it likely underwent. Lower-cost tiers often use thinner ply. Thin sheets can lead to higher sheet usage per visit. Higher usage increases annual household consumption. Increased consumption multiplies total fiber demand and packaging waste. What feels economical per pack may result in greater environmental cost per year. Bulk multipacks are typically wrapped in plastic film. If not properly recycled, that film enters landfill or breaks down into microplastics. Across millions of homes, packaging waste becomes a significant environmental contributor. Clear fiber sourcing information is rarely emphasized on packaging. Consumers assume supermarket oversight ensures sustainability. In reality, transparency on exact recycled content or regional pulp sourcing is limited. Morrison's markets practicality, the high volume, high extraction, high waste. Frequent purchase cycles reinforce demand for continuous forestry extraction. Budget convenience delivered. Industrial resource pressure is quietly reinforced in everyday homes. However, the next brand amplifies environmental impact with even heavier marketing around softness and luxury. 3. Velvet toilet tissue. Velvet toilet tissue positions itself as soft, luxurious, and reliable. The name alone suggests comfort. The branding leans heavily into absorbency and strength. It is widely stocked across UK supermarkets and often promoted as a premium feel option. But that comfort comes with measurable trade-offs. Velvet products are primarily manufactured using virgin wood pulp. Virgin pulp means trees are harvested specifically for tissue production, rather than using recycled fiber. This increases forestry pressure, land use, and carbon emissions compared with recycled or alternative fiber sources. Every roll represents raw material extraction designed for immediate disposal. To achieve its signature softness and bright white finish, pulp undergoes multiple processing stages. Mechanical pulping, pressing, drying, and bleaching require high-energy input. Even chlorine-free bleaching processes increase water consumption and wastewater treatment demands. Softness does not erase the factory behind it. Velvet emphasizes thickness and quilted layering. Thicker ply often leads to increased sheet usage per visit. Higher sheet usage results in faster roll depletion. Faster depletion means more frequent purchasing, greater packaging waste, and sustained resource demand throughout the year. Multipacks are typically wrapped in plastic film. Improper recycling contributes to landfill accumulation and microplastic release. Over time, packaging waste becomes a significant part of the environmental footprint tied to household toilet paper consumption. Fiber sourcing transparency is not prominently displayed. Consumers trust softness and branding, not supply chain details. But comfort marketing does not equal lower environmental impact, luxury feel, industrial footprint. Still, even this level of resource use is overshadowed by what the next brand quietly maintains in production scale. 2. Nicky is positioned as affordable, reliable, and widely available across UK supermarkets. It often appears in bulk packs at competitive prices. For many households, it feels like a smart financial choice, but low price does not mean low impact. Most Nicky toilet rolls are produced using virgin wood pulp. Virgin pulp requires fresh timber harvesting rather than recycled fiber input. Forest cut, fibers boiled, energy burned, delivered. A product used for seconds carries a supply chain that lasts months. To achieve a clean, white appearance and acceptable softness, pulp undergoes industrial processing and bleaching. Even where regulations control emissions, bleaching increases water usage and chemical treatment requirements. Industrial energy demand remains high for drying and pressing fibers into sheets. Nicky's affordability encourages bulk purchasing. Larger households often buy multi-packs regularly. Thinner ply and value tiers can lead to higher sheet usage per visit. Higher usage accelerates roll turnover. Faster turnover means greater annual fiber demand and more packaging waste entering the household stream. Plastic multi-pack wrapping is common. If not recycled properly, it contributes to landfill accumulation and microplastic breakdown. Across millions of UK homes, that packaging footprint compounds steadily over time. Fiber sourcing transparency is limited on packaging. Consumers rarely see detailed breakdowns of recycled content percentages or regional pulp origin. The focus remains on price and availability, not environmental disclosure. Nicky markets practicality. But behind that practicality sits the same resource-intensive virgin fiber model used by mainstream competitors. Budget appeal delivered, forest pressure and industrial processing are quietly reinforced. And now comes the brand that combines scale, marketing power and environmental intensity at the highest level. 1. Own-label bulk value brands, various UK retailers. Own-label bulk value toilet rolls from major UK retailers dominate the lowest price tier. These products are designed to move in high volumes, large packs, low margins, constant restocking. They are built for scale, not sustainability. Most of these bulk value rolls are manufactured using virgin wood pulp or minimal recycled fibre blends. Virgin pulp extraction requires forest harvesting, high water consumption, and heavy energy input. The supply chain often spans multiple regions before reaching UK shelves. Long transport routes add to the overall carbon footprint. Bleaching is used to achieve a uniform bright white finish. Even when labelled chlorine-free, the whitening process still requires chemical treatment and industrial energy. The final sheet may look clean, but the production pathway is resource-intensive. Thin sheets, double usage, faster depletion. Thinner sheets frequently result in higher sheet usage per visit. More sheets used means rolls deplete faster. Faster depletion drives repeat purchases. Over a year, households may consume significantly more material than expected, multiplying fibre demand and packaging waste. Multipacks are usually wrapped in plastic film. Large bulk packaging increases the volume of plastic entering homes. If recycling is inconsistent, that plastic contributes to landfill accumulation and long-term waste management strain. Transparency around fibre sourcing, recycled content percentages, and environmental certifications is often limited or unclear. Pricing and convenience dominate marketing. Environmental disclosure rarely takes centre stage. These bulk value brands feel economical at checkout. But long-term resource consumption, waste output, and forestry demand remain high. Lowest price delivered, highest volume consumption sustained. Now finally, 2 brands prove toilet paper does not have to follow this pattern. 2. Woody bamboo toilet rolls. Woody bamboo toilet rolls take a completely different approach. Instead of relying on virgin wood pulp, they are made from fast-growing bamboo. Bamboo can grow up to 1 metre per day in optimal conditions. It regenerates naturally without replanting. That reduces pressure on forests and lowers long-term land use compared to traditional timber harvesting. Bamboo production generally requires less water and fewer chemical inputs than hardwood pulp processing. The fibres are naturally strong, meaning fewer sheets are often needed per use. Lower sheet usage reduces overall annual consumption per household. That directly lowers waste output and resource demand. Breaks down fast, less strain on pipes, less strain on the planet. Bamboo fibres break down efficiently in sewage systems, reducing strain compared to thicker multiply virgin pulp products. Many bamboo-based rolls avoid chlorine bleaching, which lowers chemical processing intensity. Packaging for bamboo brands often focuses on reduced plastic use compared to mainstream bulk multi-packs. That means less plastic waste entering landfill if recycling is inconsistent. For UK consumers, woody bamboo toilet rolls are available through Amazon UK, where they can be purchased individually or through subscription. Delivery. This makes access simple without relying on high-impact supermarket bulk ranges. Forest extraction avoided, renewable fibre prioritised, sustainable choice made practical. But one final brand raises transparency and eco-standards even further. 1. The Cheeky Panda Bamboo Toilet Rolls. The Cheeky Panda bamboo toilet rolls represent one of the few truly sustainable toilet paper options available to UK shoppers today. Unlike most mainstream brands that rely on virgin wood pulp from slow-growing forests, the Cheeky Panda uses 100% FSC certified bamboo fibre, a plant that can grow up to 3.3 feet, 1 metre, per day and regrows without needing to be replanted. This rapid regeneration drastically reduces land use and helps sequester carbon more efficiently than hardwood trees. Bamboo toilet paper typically has a 40 to 50% lower carbon footprint than traditional wood pulp toilet paper when accounting for forestry, processing and transport, according to industry life cycle assessments. Its natural fibres are strong, meaning fewer sheets are needed per use, which cuts total annual household consumption. Because the Cheeky Panda avoids chlorine bleaching, Its production process requires significantly less water and fewer chemical inputs than mainstream bleached pulp alternatives. The cheeky Panda rolls are also biodegradable and septic safe, breaking down quickly in sewer systems and reducing clogging risks associated with thicker, multi-ply virgin paper products. Packaging uses reduced plastic or recyclable materials to further lower environmental cost. In the UK, the Cheeky Panda bamboo toilet rolls are also widely available through Amazon UK, often with subscription delivery options for household convenience. This means you can easily transition to a low-impact toilet paper without sacrificing quality or softness. Sustainable fibre delivered, deforestation avoided, genuine transparency achieved. Outro 10. Toilet paper brands filling British bathrooms, quietly driving. Forest loss, chemical processing, and mounting waste. 2 proving safer, lower-impact alternatives actually exist. Every roll you buy supports a system. The question is, which one? Check your cupboard. What you choose to flush shapes more than you realise.